Hello children, how are you? Shall we start today? Lesson number 7, A Day on the Island. The Alps is a mountain in the Swiss Alps. Like other mountains in the Alps, it is a very lovely place. The story so far. Heidi was just 1 year old when she lost both her parents. She was brought up by her grandmother and her aunt Dissy in the quiet little town of Drooping. When her aunt was offered a job at Frankfurt, she decided to leave 5 year old Heidi with her grandfather. The old grandfather lived all alone high up in the mountains. He was known as Almunkel as he lived on the mountain called Alm. Read on to find out what Heidi did on her first day on the mountain. The next morning, Peter came with the goods. His loud whistle woke Heidi up. For a moment, she could not remember where she was. Then Heidi heard her grandfather's deep voice and jumped out of bed. She wanted to see grandfather and little swan and little bear again. She dressed quickly and ran out of the cottage. Would you like to go to the pasture with Peter and the goat? Grandfather asked. Heidi was overjoyed. She would like that best of all. She nodded eagerly. Wash yourself before you go, Grandfather said, or the sun will laugh when he sees how dirty you are. He pointed to a big tub full of water. Heidi went off to wash immediately. She washed and scrubbed herself so much she became very red. Grandfather packed a large piece of bread, some cheese, and a slice of cake in Peter's bag for Heidi's lunch. They were now ready to leave. The two children began to climb up the mountain side. Heidi looked happily at the beautiful slopes all around her, covered with little blue and yellow mountain flowers. The child forgot all about Peter and the goat. She picked flowers all along the way until she had a big bunch. She wrapped them up in her apron to take home with her. At last, they reached a little hollow in the side of the mountain, into which Peter carefully put his bag. Heidi too put her apron full of flowers in the hollow to keep it safe from the wind. The two children sat down on the slope and looked at the snowy peaks above them. See children, here the child is gathering the blue and yellow flowers. And Peter is coming back of her with his goat. After some time, Peter stood up and started to whistle and call out loudly. It was lunchtime. All the goats came leaping down the rock and gathered around the children. Heidi skipped about with them as Peter laid out the food and milked little Swan. Here, come and eat, he called. Heidi drank 2 bowls of milk and had a little of the bread. She gave the rest to Peter. You can see here Heidi drinking milk. I have had enough. You may eat the rest, she told him. Peter could not believe his luck. He was poor and did not get much to eat. The food that our uncle had packed for Heidi was delicious. He thanked Heidi and gobbled up the bread, cheese, and cake. The day passed quickly for both the children. Heidi had never seen anything as beautiful as the mountain slopes around her. Peter had never felt so happy with the company and the food that he had. When evening fell, they went down the mountainside to grandfather's house. At sunset, the mountains and the rocks and the snow seemed to catch fire. Heidi stopped and stared in wonder. Children, this is how at sunset it looks on a mountain. See here, orange, red color. It is seeming as if the mountain is about to catch fire. Oh, grandfather, it was wonderful! Heidi cried out when she saw him. The mountains were on fire, and look at all the lovely flowers that I brought for you. But when she unrolled her apron, all the flowers were drooping. They would rather be in the sun, not tied up in an apron, the old man explained gently. Heidi decided never to pluck flowers again. Meaning, pasture, land covered with grass and short plants where cattle graze. See children, what do you see here? Yes, full of grass, and you can see the animals which are grazing there. Yes, very good. Hollow, empty space. See children, here you can see some empty spaces on the land. So Heidi and Peter kept their things in the hollow space. What do you see children here? A family. How are they looking? They are full of interest. They are eagerly they are posing for the photo. Wouldn't you be eager to go to the mountains? Right. Scrub. Rubbed hard to make herself clean. She rubbed her face again and again to make it clean. Gobbled up. Ate up quickly. See the boy in the photo? He's gobbling the food. Already in the mouth there is a lot of food and he is still holding some food in his hand. This is called gobbling up. Company, the people with whom one is spending time. See here, two children are in a company. How they look? Yes, they look so happy. Even Peter and Heidi, they were happy. Peter liked the company of Heidi. Drooping, bent and hanging downwards. See children, the flowers, they are bent down. This is called drooping. Thank you children for a wonderful lesson.